Hello, sweet reader friends, and welcome back to another TBR Jar Chooses my monthly TBR. I have been in quite the reading slump lately, so I didn't get through nearly any books on my previous TBR, so there's that. But I'm very much looking forward to this new TBR because I feel like everything that was kind of on last month's TBR, it wasn't things that I really wanted to pick up to get out of a slump, I guess. So, I don't know. Looking forward to see the new choices that I pick this month. I did have to take out like all of my papers and kind of reshake them up because even though like I can shake it in here, the papers don't really move around that well. So everything that's been on the bottom has been like staying on the bottom. So I wanted to make sure that I really got some different choices and that I didn't pick ones that I picked last month because I feel like I have a crap ton of prompts right here, and to get through the same ones like multiple times, I just feel like I'm not mixing it up enough or something. I don't know. So I'm taking them all out and I'm mixing them up on the ground, now shoving them back in. I am currently in the middle of filming a video of me getting out of my reading slump, so hopefully that'll go up soon because I would like to be completely out of this slump. I don't know what happened, but literally just the last few weeks I have not been wanting to read anything. Nothing's been hitting. I feel like we are still way too bright. What is happening? Is that a little better or am I too dark now? Camera settings are so weird sometimes. Okay, anyway, so let's just get right into it because I'm very excited. For this month, I think I'm only gonna choose 6 because like I said, I am in a slump. So I don't know. I don't wanna like pick too many and then like feel like I need to get through them or something. Like I'd rather just have like less picks, but more quality picks, you know? So for our first prompt, we have an author I'm intimidated by. I know exactly what I want to pick for this, but I'm kind of in the middle of one of her other series already, so I don't know if I want to do that or not. So the author that came to mind was Sarah J. Maas, and I am kind of in the middle of A Court of Mist and Fury right now. I'm nearly at the end. I have probably like 100 or 200 pages left to read, but I don't know if I really want to continue the ACOTAR series right now. I kind of want to put that one away and maybe start Throne of Glass. And I know everybody says that you should read ACOTAR before you read the other ones, but I can't read a 600 plus page book right now. I really can't. And as much as I do really like ACOTAR, I'm just not really invested in this series right now. And everybody's been telling me that I would probably like Throne of Glass better anyway. So for this one, I think I might pick Throne of Glass. I do have the old cover, but I have books 1 through 4, technically. I have Assassin's Blade, this one, Crown of Midnight, and Heir of Fire, and all of the other ones are in the new covers. So I need to get the new cover in this book to match the rest of them. But I think this one's going to be my first one, but I also don't know if I want to read this or Assassin's Blade first, because I've heard mixed things. So maybe I'll just put both of these on my TBR and then I will pick which one I want to start with like when I get to it. I know that Sarah J. Maas herself put out the reading order and she said to do Throne of Glass first, but the way that my brain works is I like to know things that have happened before they get talked about, if that makes sense. But anyway, so that's the first one. Now picking the second one, we have a 5-star prediction. Yay. I don't know what I want to pick for this though. To be completely honest, I don't really have a lot of 5-star predictions. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to pick too many fantasies because I feel like my brain right now just like doesn't want something that takes a lot of like brain power. So I'm thinking for the 5-star prediction, I might do The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley. This one is just a cute little fiction book. The little synopsis says, Isadora Bentley follows the rules. Isadora Bentley likes things just so. Isadora Bentley believes that happiness is something that flat out doesn't exist in her life and never will. As a university researcher, Isadora keeps to herself as much as possible. She avoids the students she's supposed to befriend and mentor. She stays away from her neighbors and lives her own quiet, organized life in her own quiet, organized apartment. And she will never get involved in a romantic relationship again, especially with another academic. It will just be Isadora and her research forever. But on her 30th birthday, Isadora does something completely out of character. The young woman who never does anything on a whim makes an impulse purchase of a magazine featuring a silly article detailing 31 ways to be happy, which includes everything from smiling at strangers to exercising for endorphins to giving in to your chocolate cravings. Isadora decides to create her own secret research project, proving the writer of the ridiculous piece wrong. As Isadora gets deeper into her research and meets a handsome professor along the way, she's stunned to discover that maybe she's proving herself wrong. Perhaps there's actually something to this happiness concept, and possibly there's something to be said for loosening up and letting life take you somewhere happy. So this just sounds so good. It sounds so cute, and I've seen a lot of really good reviews about it, and a lot of people that I know that have read it have rated it really high. And I think that this is just a really good book for me right now because it doesn't take a lot of brain power. There's nothing like icky and weird that would like make me feel icky and weird. It's just a really happy, cute, cozy fiction book. So I think this is what we're gonna do. Okay, the next prompt that we have is highest Goodreads rating. I feel like we're getting a lot of good prompts today. So I'm gonna go to my Goodreads. Okay, so I'm organizing it by average rating. The first one is The Will of the Many, and that one is over 600 pages, so we're not going to do that one. Crooked Kingdom, obviously, is the second book in a series, so I'd have to read the first one to then read that one. But Braiding Sweetgrass, I do have, and I have been wanting to read it. I don't know, it's kind of a long book, and a lot of it's like short stories. It's not really like a book, you know? But I've heard it has like very beautiful writing. It's just one that I don't think that I could sit down and read like cover to cover. I think that I would read this more like each short story at a time, like maybe spend an hour or so like reading a couple short stories. But I actually don't know if I'm going to read this cover to cover. So I'm gonna put it on there, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, you know? Okay, so we need 3 more prompts. Next one is, if I can get one out, a yellow book. Oh, I feel like I could have done this for the Isadora one. I have a lot of books that are kind of like in between yellow and orange. I think I know what I'm gonna pick for this one. Better Than the Movies, because everybody has been telling me to read this and I feel like I've been putting it off for so long, and I just think this is the perfect time to be doing so. It's cute. It reminds me of spring, kind of. I think I actually said that I was going to read this in spring, so I think that this is a perfect time for this. This is just a cute little YA rom-com. Haley Pham raves about this book. A lot of other people love this book. I think it's gonna be adorable, and I think this is a really good book to kind of help me with my slump because it's not like super brain heavy. It's just cute little romance, you know? Okay, so my next little prompt is going to, oh my gosh, there's so many. A book with a pretty cover. I feel like I got this one last month. Okay, I've been wanting to read this one for so long, and I don't know why I've been putting it off. It's literally such a short book, but I just think that maybe this is the time to read it, especially with the mood I'm in. I just feel like this might be a good book to read, and that is The Alchemist. I just think these covers are so absolutely gorgeous, so I think that this is a perfect book for this prompt. The little synopsis says, Paulo Coelho's enchanting novel has inspired a devoted following around the world. This story, dazzling in its powerful simplicity and soul-stirring wisdom, is about an Andalusian shepherd boy named Santiago who travels from his homeland in Spain to the Egyptian desert in search of a treasure buried near the pyramids. Along the way, he meets a gypsy woman, a man who calls himself king, and an alchemist, all of whom point Santiago in the direction of his quest. No one knows what the treasure is or if Santiago will be able to surmount the obstacles in his path. But what starts out as a journey to find worldly goods turns into a discovery of the treasure found within. Lush, evocative, and deeply humane, the story of Santiago is an eternal testament to the transforming power of our dreams and the importance of listening to our hearts. It just sounds so cute. It sounds so good. I'm excited. One of my friends actually recommended that book to me, and I think it's a very, very, very popular book as well. So for my last prompt, we have oldest on my TBR. I might have to go to Goodreads. The oldest on my TBR is The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. And I don't have that one, but my next one is Legend, and I do have that one. And I actually have been wanting to read this lately. I don't know why. But we have Legend. This one is a YA dystopian type of novel, I believe. It said, what was once the Western United States is now home to the Republic, a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors. Born into an elite family in one of the Republic's wealthiest districts, 15-year-old June is a prodigy being groomed for success in the Republic's highest military circles. Born in the slums, 15-year-old Day is the country's most wanted criminal. but his motives may not be as malicious as they seem. From very different worlds, June and Day have no reason to cross paths until the day June's brother Matthias is murdered and Day becomes the prime suspect. Caught in the ultimate game of cat and mouse, Day is in a race for his family's survival, while June seeks to avenge Matthias's death. But in a shocking turn of events, the two uncover the truth of what has really brought them together and the sinister lengths their country will go to keep its secrets. Sounds very, very interesting. I'm very, very intrigued by it. And it's the oldest one that's on my TBR, so obviously I've been wanting to read it for a very long time. Anyway, guys, that is my TBR for the month. So we have The Assassin's Blade or Throne of Glass, whatever I decide to start. The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley, Reading Sweetgrass, Better Than the Movies, The Alchemist, and Legend. So we'll see how many I actually get to this month. Hopefully I will be out completely of my reading slump by, I don't know, this week, hopefully, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching my videos and continuing to support me, especially through this weird time of my slump, A, and B, my kind of shifting of content on my channel and my rebranding, I guess I would say. I really appreciate all the people who are continuing to support me in that. And with all of that, I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.